Hello everybody, this is Mr. Mahmoud El-sayed. Today I'm going to talk about present simple. Present simple expresses something that repeats. This is in general, okay? Let's go to the use of present simple. Number one, daily routine. It's your daily routine. It's the thing you do every day. For example, I get up at 7 o'clock, wash my face, pray, have breakfast, go to my work, and so on, then return back, and so on. So we can notice that we add nothing to the verb here with I, okay? We're gonna talk about this point exactly, but after I'm gonna explain the use of present simple. Okay, number two, habit. Something you got accustomed to. For example, I visit my grandma every month. I travel to Hurghada every year. This is a present simple. Expresses something repeats. Even after 1 million years, okay? Number three, permanent state. It's the state that something or somebody is in. How? For example, I always live in Giza. So this is a present simple. I live in Giza. This means that I always live there. But just imagine if I stayed there for a short time or a temporary action, it's gonna be I'm living, I'm staying, I'm doing, and so on, okay? Number four, facts. Fact. It talks about facts. Facts, things that we cannot change. Things that we cannot change. Like the sun rises in the morning. Okay? The sun sets in the evening. The water freezes at 0 Celsius. Okay? This is a present simple. This is present what? Simple. Okay. Number five, timetable. It's the time that was defined for something. For example, the bell rings at 8 o'clock. This is the use of a present simple. Again, number one, daily routine. Number two, habit. Number three, permanent state. Number four, facts. Number five, timetable. Okay? So let's move to the form. This is the form of the verb, the shape of the verb. Let's go back to present continuous. We said before that present continuous consists of am, is, are, plus verb, plus ing. Okay? Am, is, are, plus verb, plus ing. So what about the present simple? Is it the same? No. A great difference. So let's remove am, is, are. So we have the verb. What do we add to the verb? It differs according to the subject pronoun or according to the subject in general. How? Here, look with he, she, it. What do we add to the verb? S, es, I, es. But what about I, we, you, they? What do we add to the verb? Nothing. We add nothing to the verb. For example, he cooks. She cooks. It plays. But with I, we, you, they, it will be cook. Play. We add nothing. I play. We play. You play. They play. Understand this point? So with the singular, we can add s, es, is. So wait a minute. Just tell me, when do we add s and es and is? Listen carefully. Here, we add is. If the verb ends in y, like cry, study, but take care, the verb which is ending in y must be preceded by what? Consonant. So what do we add? Is? No, wait. We're going to cancel y and add is. So it will be studies, like that. And the same like cry, cancel y, it will be cries. But if the verb play, if the verb is play, like that, and y is preceded by vowel, do we add is? No, we don't add is, but we add only s. We add only what? S. So when do we add es? If the verbs end in x, sh, ch, o, s, s. Okay? So we are going to add only es. Like go. The verb ends in what? O, so we are going to add es, goes. The same, watch, watches. It ends in ch, so we are going to add es. So what about s? It's very simple. Just look here. We have an example, like the verb cook. Does it end in y? No, so we are not going to add is. Does it end in x, ch, sch, o, x, ss? No. So we are going to add only s. The same like helps. I have a test for you now. Just tell me. Run. Okay. What do you think we are going to add? We are going to add only s. Excellent. So what about do? What are we going to add? Only. Wonderful, because the verb ends in what? O. What about the verb pay? Just think very well. S or IES. Wait. Here is what before Y? It's A. It's vowel. So we are going to add only S. Understand this? What about carry? It's very simple. We're going to cancel Y and put IES because the verb ends in what? Y and they're preceded by consonant R. So if the verb ends in Y and they're preceded by consonant, so it's for sure will be IES. Cries, okay? Carries, studies. It's very simple. Let's move to the negative. So what's negative? You're going to say the opposite of the action. For example, I always study my lessons. So the opposite was what? I never study my lessons. So just concentrate. I'm going to explain it very well. Here, we're going to add doesn't or don't. Doesn't or what? Don't. If the verb ends in S-E-S-I-S, so we can understand it came with what? With a singular subject. So we are going to add doesn't. But take care. What comes after doesn't? Only infinitive. What's infinitive? The first case of the verb. How? Plays, it will be play. Reads, it will be read. So doesn't read, doesn't play. Okay? What about don't? Don't, it comes with the plural. They, we, you. Okay? And what about I? It also takes don't. I have two examples here. They work hard. It's a plural. So we are going to use what? Don't. So they don't work hard. He reads a story. So it's reads, singular. So we are going to use doesn't. So he doesn't read a story. But what if I said they work hard? What if I said they study English? They don't study English. He studies English. He doesn't study English. I think it's easier now. Let's move to the question. Yes, we have two kinds of question. Yes or no question. Yes, and the other is WH word question. We said that yes or no question because the answer will be yes or no. And WH word the question because the question starts with WH word like what, when, where, and so on. So here we have the two helping verbs, does or do, with what? With the present simple. If the verb or the subject is a plural, so we are going to use do. And if the subject was singular, we are going to use what? Does. Excellent. Here we have example. Yes, it rains heavily. I'm talking about what? It. Singular. So we are going to use does. So does it. Does it. And what about the verb rain? So it will be infinitive, the same, like the negative. Does it rain heavily? Yes, it does. No, it doesn't. Does he come early? Yes, he does. No, he doesn't. Let's move to the plural. Yes. Yes, they read a story. So do they read a story? Yes, they do. No, they don't. Let's move to the WH word, the question. It starts with what, when, where, according to the sentence. For example, they come at 7 o'clock. So I'm asking about the time. So I'm going to cancel the time at 7 o'clock. So I'm gonna start what time or when. What time or when, okay, as you like. When, what about the helping verb do? Because I'm talking about plural. When do, then the subject. When do they come? It's all. When do they come? They take the train to the station. What do they take to the station? Or how do they go to the station? It's very simple and flexible, okay? Let's have a quick revision about the examples that I had said previously. Number 1, I live in Giza. Okay, I always live in Giza, okay? Number 2, every week I record a video. We can notice that we add nothing to the verb with I, if I'm talking about present simple. The same, I record, the verb is infinitive. So what about he? So he plays, he visits, he works, he does, okay? He studies, he reads, he eats, he drinks, and he often visits. And the last one, the bell rings. The bell is singular. It rings at AM. It's the timetable. Okay, very nice. So what about the keywords? The keywords are just some helping verbs, which are helping you in defining the sentence. They express the state of the sentence. They express something repeats. Just look here, always, usually, often, sometimes, never. So always, when something always happens, this means that it happens 100%. For example, I always go to the gym. This means that I go to the gym every day. I usually go to the gym. So we can understand it about 5 days a week, okay? It's 75%. Often, 3 days I go and 3 days I don't go, okay? So this is what often, 50%. And sometimes 25%, I sometimes go to the gym. Yeah, this means that I go there just only 2 days a week, okay? And the last time is never. I never go. It's 0%, okay? So we can understand that always and never oppose each other. I always go, it's 100%. I never go, this means it's 0%, okay? What else? Once a week, one time, it means 1 time a week, okay? Twice a week, 2 times a week. Twice a month, 2 times a month. Twice a year, 2 times a year. This means that it repeats every 2 years, okay? Sorry, it repeats every year. It's only 2 times. At 5 o'clock, it's the timetable. These are the keywords, okay? So I think the lesson became clear now. Yes, if you like it, the video, just like, subscribe, and share. Goodbye.